Hello everybody, and welcome to my first video that actually has sound. So, I won't have to go through the absolute hell of making subtitles every 5 seconds like I used to. But, yeah, in this video, I just wanted to do a one-off tour of my Minecraft Alpha world, which isn't very big right now, because I've only been playing for a few days. Well, recently, I've only been playing for a few days, but yeah. Um, Yeah, I don't have a script or really any sort of structure that I want to show you or that I want to use in this video, so please be kind to my not so on par narration skills compared to most other YouTubers, because it's my first time ever actually narrating to like anybody on any platform for like anything that I'm doing. So, I'm kind of going out of my comfort zone right here. Uh, anyways, um, let's start. Let's start in my main room. So this is basically the crafting room in my house. Also, please excuse my terrible inventory and terrible inventory management, chest management. But yeah, we got a. Oh wait, all that's gonna bother me from now on. I just realized it's uneven. Whatever. We have some paintings here, which I think were recently introduced, or not recently, but were introduced in the in this update, or very close to it. So, happy that I decided to play on this version, which, for anybody that doesn't know, is the version right before the Nether got released. So, no Netherrack, glowstone, or anything like that. So it's mainly torches. Here is here is my, I guess you would call this like a mud room, boiler room, or something like that. Just like a little break area. And here's my staircase, which, for anybody that doesn't know, stairs are genuinely one of the worst things in this version due to the fact that I would demonstrate. I'll demonstrate real quick. Due to the fact that they only face the nearest block and not where you like the direction you actually place it. So here you see in normal Minecraft, I'd place it and it. Okay, that's really unlucky. But normally, yeah, like that, it auto went to the left when it should have been forward, and vice versa. Uh, I'll get rid of that later. So yeah, I'd normally just default to using this design everywhere with slab, block, slab, block, slab, block. But yeah. And up here, we'll go into there later. Up here, pretty proud of this. It's my little living room with a weird bench chair thing, a sofa, and a fridge, and plastic fridge. And here's my living room with some pretty heavy pillows, I'd say. Probably smell pretty metallic during the night. But got a nice view of the night sky, which actually looks very good through the skylight, which yeah, oh, don't look out there. And got a nice balcony which overlooks most of the stuff that I built so far, except stuff in the back. And we'll go over here. Over here, it's small, but I'm pretty proud of this design for some reason. It's a little, what's it called, bridge that just goes across. Anyway, you just got a basic tower here where you can go out, look, and everything like that. Pretty basic bottom too. It's left empty so I can expand it. Anywhere. We'll go here first. Pretty average wheat farm, infinite water source over there. See it? Sugarcane farm, cactus farm, which I'm not sure how I got cactuses in this world. Not gonna lie. There's no desert, and I have zero memories at all of collecting any, but glad I did. Even though I don't use them anywhere else, but whatever, they're a good show. Very basic tree farm over here. Isn't complete due to that. Don't mind that building. That's meant to be like a train station of sorts, but you couldn't tell. Not very complete right now, but yeah. My mine shaft, which I might show you at the end, because viewer retention span and everything like that. But yeah. Sorry, sheep. Is she not? You know, you can live. Over here, you know, very new storage room that I built with no cursed items in it whatsoever. Um, you know, not at all. Yeah, totally normal. It's not complete over there. We'll go on here last too. Fountain, which I'm actually pretty proud of for some reason. Um, Over here we got an art gallery, which I think, yeah, art gallery, with, you know, some paintings, some very weird names. Clockwork Prerogative. No idea how I came up with that name, but you know, whatever. I kind of like it. It's kind of catchy. Some other, you know, ethereal, ethereal slop names over here, which I just came up with randomly. Except that, yeah. You know, we'll never go over there. We're never gonna see that. That area's gonna stay hidden forever. Um, Library over here. Pretty basic. That's why I had. Ooh, I don't even remember building that, but I like that. I like that pattern. Yeah. Sugarcane farm definitely carried with all the bookmaking, which I'm probably gonna do third layer if I care enough or if I remember enough. I do tend to get off track pretty easily in this world, which is why it's so all over the place. Over there is my stone mine, where I get most of my stuff. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know why I don't just go to my normal mine for stone, but kind of looks pretty nice, like a quarry almost, kind of over there. But yeah, here we have greenhouse, which I'm not to, but it's whatever. I might just increase its height by 1 on every angle. But yeah, some flowers and stuff. Which, has anybody here actually ever been, well, anybody here is gonna get like 25 views on like one comment, probably for me. But has anybody actually been in a greenhouse? Because I've only seen pictures. Yeah, I don't know why I'm asking that. Just curious. Comment it, get the algorithm to promote a video. But yeah, I'm actually very proud of this area. This little swimming pool thing, which, now I'm thinking about it, who in their right mind would build a swimming pool and a water slide out of wood? Just the amount of splinters, I can feel it in my body. But you got a little volleyball court with a very giant volleyball, about half as big as your body. Over here we have my work in progress golf course, which I'm pretty proud of the idea of it. The idea is yeah, like that. You'd want to shoot arrows into the hole, like at the perfect angle, to get it in. And, you know, if you hit on the ground, you go to spawn on the ground. And, sand, I forget what sand does. This windmill, it's a windmill, right? I mean, what better could you really get an alpha for like a mini windmill? And obviously it's not completed yet. Yeah. Give me your skin. Oh. Sorry if a lot of this audio is weird, by the way. My cheap headset, which is like $2, makes all the audio really foggy and muffly for some reason whenever I have my mic on, which obviously I have my mic on right now. So, yeah, my apologies if it's very bad. Also, apologies if I have nothing to rant about. I'm not really a rant YouTuber, and I've never really ranted outside of messages before in my life. So, you know. Anyway, the building that shall not be named, which is going to be named right now, is actually supposed to be a disco, which I'm not entirely sure if I want to like finish. If you couldn't tell, is very inspired by Stampy's. If you watched Stampy as a kid, which is crazy to say that some people have never watched Stampy before. You know, this is very inspired by his disco, obviously without the insanely expensive obsidian and lava disco floor, which is the main reason why I don't really want to finish this, why it's bogging me down pretty good. Okay, Flintmaster. See what I did there? Other than that, oh, are there music clips in this version? I didn't even realize that. I can make another video. I have to update all of you if I found out there's music clips in this version. Another thing to clarify, I don't actually search anything up. So if I want to know if something exists in like a certain version, or will exist, I just kind of have to see for myself. Like right now, I think carrots exist. I think you kill, or I think you get them by killing zombies, but I'm not too sure, and I've never had that happen. So, my confidence in that is waning. Oh yeah, water slide. As I told you, get off track very easily. I say I'm pretty proud of everything. I mean, I am. Barely anything, but I feel it's something to be proud of. You know, Alpha Minecraft kind of helps bring out like the heart and soul of actually building in Minecraft compared to just like making things look good, which is probably why I play it. Well, not so much, but a decent amount, because I like having to force myself into pretty strict block palettes. I feel it just helps me be more creative, which I definitely wasn't after playing base Minecraft, which I don't even know what versions it's on. I feel like 1.24 or something, I'd guess. I felt myself just kind of falling into the same repetitive cycles over and over again. Which the reason I'm looking at the ceiling is because I'm talking about this right now. I like it so much. Anyway, yeah, I fell into the same repetitive cycles over and over again. So like, I'd build one house, I'd be very very proud of it, and I'd just build the same exact house in the same exact style and everything like that. So I feel I just needed a break for a little bit. Not that Minecraft is bad, anything. It's just like it's a good game. It has pretty good balancing and some pretty good ideas that Mojang hopefully adds, but or like expands upon. But it's it just doesn't really have any soul anymore, especially after the whole phase, like the new phase, which I consider to be like the aquatic version, where it switched over to Bedrock Edition for Xbox One Edition, which is what I played as a kid. So yeah. Sorry if I'm clearing my throat most of the time, by the way. I haven't had a drink in hours, and it's pretty late. So, doesn't really bode that well. Yeah. We're going to see a little tour of my very, very bad and insanely bad mind. But, yeah. If anybody watching doesn't know, that little contraption there and here is I think it's called a minecart booster, because, what are they called? Booster rails, redstone rails, something like that. Didn't exist back then, so, you'd have to generate force somehow, and the best way to do it is entity collisions. So, that's the one thing I had to search up before doing this, because my cart kept getting stuck, and I knew powered rail. I just knew automatically powered rails weren't going to be in this version. So I broke my rule. I'm sorry, guys. Please don't punish me that painfully. But yeah, pretty basic strip mine. I don't really know why I came down here. Just for the full view of the world, I guess. Also, Flintmaster, if you're somehow watching this, which thank you for watching this, and crazy voice reveal, by the way, I know, right? This, what was I gonna say? The house design that looks very eerily similar to yours and like every way possible, genuinely was not inspired by your house. I just was pretty uncreative at the very beginning, and I just felt like the most basic thing I could think of that didn't take that much time, which was a castle. Because I started this like a day before you actually made the first update unlock video, which, if anybody doesn't know, go check out Flintmaster. He's another Minecraft creator, or not Minecraft creator, actually, yeah, Minecraft creator. Forgot about these. That has a series called Update Unlock, where at certain subscriber milestones, he'll progress Minecraft versions. So I think he started in or around this version exactly, and I think he's now in like beta 1.6 or something like that, beta 1.7. You know, the famous beta version, 1.7, I think is what it is. But yeah, there's actually where I recommended this design. Ignoring that, is actually where I recommended this design from, which, you know, you've used in your house, and I just love it, and I use it literally everywhere from now on. But yeah, sorry for a little side tangent for anybody that doesn't know who Flintmaster is. Yeah, just kind of sound like a bunch of useless nonsense that I was yapping about. Oh, also the roof, very very jank to get on, but you know, it's whatever. I don't really get on the roof ever. If I want to get a good view, I usually go up there. Yeah, so I might make another video of this sometime, maybe when I complete some more stuff. Just go. But yeah, maybe I'll make a video of me building some stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll start progressing through the versions too. I do kind of feel pretty limited, not gonna lie. You know, I literally talked about how being limited makes you more creative not even 5 minutes ago, probably. But at the same time, I, I can't really think of any more house designs to build or any more like unique house options. Like I really want Netherrack. That's mainly my main reason, and glowstone too. So I might go to the last alpha version next time. But yeah, I just feel, you know, Minecraft Alpha definitely has its flaws. I feel like it has a lot of pros too. The pros outweigh the cons, which can't be said about modern Minecraft, but it does have pros too. And you know, I like this pros. I don't want to be like most other people where it's just like, oh, modern Minecraft evil, bad, Microsoft, which you know, Microsoft, um, you know, is not the greatest, but they're doing okay with Java Edition at least. Bedrock Edition is a hellhole. Don't get me wrong. I mainly play on there, help my friends build some mods and stuff, and stupid marketplace is pushed everywhere, and it just makes every single time logging on just not enjoyable. Which you know says a lot. If getting on the game instead of doing anything bogs somebody down. Um. Oh yeah. Flintcraft. Sorry. Flintmaster. Um. I want to get your opinions on this before I actually put my heart and soul in this. But I was thinking around here or someplace over there, or maybe even, oh, maybe in the golf course. Anyway, I was thinking about building a Bogger statue out of like obsidian and wool and whatever other colored blocks, gold blocks, which is going to be very, very costly. But you know, I think it'd look good if it's finished, and if it's not, I might kill myself because of all the resources I placed in. So yeah, master secret chest. What's in here? Oh my goodness, the devil! He stole all my food. Now how else am I going to burn everything? Oh, burn it. Actually, I forgot how fast it spreads. Okay. So this is just what I kind of do, which is why I haven't really built that much or dedicated that much time to this world. I'm also just busy in my life too, so crazy that I have a life, but I'm not gonna upload daily. I mean, last time I uploaded was like 2 years ago, I think, which is already crazy. Which I'm probably not gonna go back to that hopefully not gonna go back to that anytime soon. But you know, there's a possibility I might. Which, if any of you are watching from that, I applaud you for your loyalty to this very, very tiny channel, which I'm hoping this video gets like 20 views or something. I know my last videos kind of blew up in like the hundreds of views, which is kind of crazy for my first ever videos, but you know, just a small little word. Actually, speaking of which, gotta find, there they are. If any of you don't know, there's 2 stars that have been removed from the base game nowadays that have been touching before in the skybox. They're like twin stars, which you know, I kind of like. Now, speaking of which, I haven't been. Wait, there's another one. Speaking of which, I haven't been able to unsee just a black sky with salt stain or with grains of salt everywhere. I mean, now I'm talking about it, I see it even more. So yeah, hopefully I don't get that image in any of your guys' heads. It's, yeah. Speaking of which, I don't think these textures, these are some of the textures that have not changed at all. Like throughout the entire game, which, I mean, to be fair, how else can we really change this? Anyway, probably gonna end it here. Don't really decide to go on too much. Thank you all so much for watching, or watching halfway through. I mean, why am I even saying it probably left already? Yeah, thank you all so much for just watching this and just spending like 15 minutes of your day. I assume this video is just out of your day to watch this. So I'm going in a loop there. Hope to see you next time, maybe. Not gonna ask for subscriptions. And yeah, hope you have a good day.